G'day, another Minecraft Monday. We are in Kabo, and we're 263 blocks east of Towerland, 1,100 blocks south. We're looking at the jurisdiction of Hallow. Now we're looking at the jurisdiction of Jella, and getting some nice views from the Kabo Temple. I'm in creative, so I can just easily pop over to one of the other spears where we can take another gander. That's the Port of Cabo. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be headed to Iliad to the west, or sorry, to the east, as long as I know my directions. Yes, west is Jala, east is there. So we're 400 blocks east of Towerland, and we're going to continue heading to the west, to the east, as long as I can make up my mind. So bye-bye Cabo, and hello Iliad. And again, we are now in the Central Ocean. We crossed over from the canal, which links the Western and the Central Oceans. And as you can see, the highest landform anywhere here is 55 blocks in the ocean. So if we pop down here and we go here, you'll see 50. Okay, and so that makes sure we've made sure that we've properly dredged the area to make sure that our ships can make it through without getting a shipwreck in and around this area. Off to your left side, you're eventually going to see the jurisdiction of Cove, and as you can see, Iliad's coming up in the distance there. Where that red is, that's a small dock in the jurisdiction of Cove. And again, off in that corner, there is Parment, and this is the jurisdiction of Iliad, where, as you can see, we're 1,200 blocks south, or sorry, 1,200 blocks east. I keep getting my directions wrong, this map. Ugh. 1,200 blocks east of Towerland, 500 blocks south, and Iliad is a major port. It's one of the largest. It's definitely the most used of all my ports in terms of connections too. And again, that's just because one of the things that this jurisdiction cared about was making sure that they had a lot of trade between themselves and other places. It was built, it's one of my first cities after Towerland. And that's Sakan in the distance, if you're wondering. And has a lot of resources, obviously sand, and so I think that's a glass factory here. I'm not even sure. Let me see here. Yep, glass block factory. And so there's a lot of stuff that's produced here for trade. Obviously some wheat fields, although they really should make more here. Some commercial buildings. Looks like they're building a new building there. Wait, there's no construction there, so I'm assuming it was finished. Some housing. Nice little condo over there. That looks nice. And then, of course, the actual centerpiece, the docks themselves, which are quite huge. Let's check this place out. And so we have boats to all over the country. We got to Jala, which you've already been, Bad Haven, which you haven't. That's up in the Northern Ocean. So if we're looking at a map again, here's the Western Ocean, here's the Central Ocean, and then you have these lakes out here which connect to the Eastern Ocean. Bad Haven, we're here right now, and so in order to get to Bad Haven, you have to go up this arm of the Central Ocean and then cut through here and here, and I can't remember if we go around or we go through. I think we go through here, and then Bad Haven is there. Okay, and it's on the what's known as the Northern Ocean. But anyhow, what's in here? Oh yeah, there's a huge warehouse with tons of materials. They like their glass blocks. Yes, and cobblestone and oak and birch and acacia. If I ever do, because I am planning on selling my map, you ever play survival, you're definitely covered. What else do we have here? We have, oh yeah, Bluestown and Dunbar. Let me show you where those are on the map. I'm just going to change it to day because I don't want my villagers dying. So Bluestown, again, you would start from Iliad. You would go east and then north. There's a bridge here, suspension bridge. We'll be checking that out maybe in the next video. I don't know if it's in sight of Pika, which is our next stop. But you go underneath that bridge. You go over a tunnel here, and then into the North Ocean. And Bluestown, I believe, is this here? Pretty sure it is. Again, and Dunbar is, again, from Iliad. You go here and wait, no, you don't go under the bridge. You go this way because there's a bridge that goes right across here that cuts the ocean in two. And so you go here and the docks are there. But anyhow, that's that. What other places are there? And we can actually teleport again if you've never seen my system. So Cross and Haas. So let's go to Cross. Okay, so I board the bridge and I would go here and this one's set up a little bit differently. But this should, yeah, and so I've come out after a good night's sleep and I've reached the town of Cross. Okay, and again, all my ships are like that, so it allows you to sort of take a ship ride to your next destination. Let's head back now. So again, not that many sleep quarters. And yay, we're back in Iliad. So all the boats are like this that are docked. The ones that are not are not. And so that takes me to Cross and Haas. So let me show you where Cross and Haas is. Maybe I should put more maps here so I'm not going back and forth, but whatever. Cross is down here. So I teleported from up here in Iliad to Cross, which is sort of at the exit to the Central Ocean and the entrance to the canals that lead you to the Eastern Ocean. And Haas is, it's here. It's it's in the Haas Lake. I forget what this lake is called, but anyways, yeah, it's here. And then what else do we got here? We have a number of, so this is sort of like a central place you can sort of check out different locations and use this as a springboard. You got Agra and Misavi. Whoa, that's far. And then we could put another boat here. Plus, there's more space to build more docks if we really wanted. And as you can see, I've set this up so I can extend it. But where's Agra? I don't even know. I know where Misavi is. Misavi is far. Misavi is in the Eastern Ocean, about 10,000 blocks east of here. So, yeah, it's not even on the map, I don't think. Yeah, it's way out here. Agra, oh, I have so many cities I don't even remember. I want to say it's somewhere here. I don't even think it's on the map either, but it's further east. You know what? Let's take a ship there just for a second. I know we're checking out the route from and we'll go to Misavi as well just to check that out, see how far that is. And again, we'll check out the docks there later on, but well, actually we'll check out the docks now. So this is Agra. And I don't know if there's a map room here where we can sort of see where we are. Because this is sort of the entrance to the Eastern Ocean. I remember this now. Yeah, so I think it is on the map. It's just so far out. Yeah, it's just the one boat. I need to build like cartography quarters in there. Where do I go? And then we're back in Iliad, and then of course to Masavi, which is 10,000 blocks out. There we go. And this is Masavi, and Masavi, again, we're like 9,900, 10,000 blocks out. Do we have maps here? No maps. Smart. Okay, that's going to be fixed by the time we get out to this dock again, and we're like, hey, we can go back to Iliad if we want. So, whoa, there we go. So yeah, we have an extensive dock system that allows us to ship out to many places. If they ever build like set it up so that we can have, I still don't understand why they don't have NPCs, because that would make your world alive, and then you'd have like a city of bustling people and everything like that. I think that would be so cool. But anyhow, this is Iliad. It has a huge dock. We've checked that out. I love this city because it's small. I don't even know if we call it a city, maybe a town, but it has some nice towers and some nice views from the top. Well, here, let's, and I can't. There we go. From the top, let's see what you can see. So you can see the outskirts of Sican to the north. There's another city over here, Old Mill, or Mill Point or something. And there's a town over there. And there's a bunch of villagers. I don't know what they're doing there. And so, yeah. But anyhow, this is Iliad. I've been yapping for 11 minutes, so I'm going to leave it off at that. But one of my biggest docks, we are 1,200 blocks east of my capital of Towerland, 200 blocks south of it. And yeah, I love this town. I think it's really nice. Um, if I was setting up where you could set up and own a property in my Minecraft world, this would be one of the places I would consider, because I just like the options it has. I think it's cool. So anyhow, I hope you like it. If so, please like, subscribe, and as I skydive off of here, I hope you check out my next vid. Thanks for watching. Later.